Hello YouTube, how have you been doing? I haven't been around for a while, so I'm going to give you a recap of what I've seen. Okay, so what are we reviewing now? Yes! As long as it's not Cars 2. Finding Nemo stars Albert Brooks. Ellen DeGeneres is directed by Andrew Stanton, who recently directed John Carter, which I actually enjoyed, but bombed at the box office. Still, check it out. I think you might have a little bit of fun. Anyway, it starts off with Albert Brooks and his wife Coral, and basically they live in the ocean, they have some babies coming, but then Coral sees a shark, and unfortunately we see some unknown events, and she unfortunately dies in a sad way. And also the babies are gone, which, wow, it was sad for me. I didn't cry, but, you know, I was just like, aw, that sucks. But yeah, there's one more left, and Coral wanted to name her kid Nemo, and that's what Albert Brooks does. His name's Marlon, by the way. I keep saying Albert Brooks, but no, Marlon. Now I just gotta get this out of the way. The voice acting is great by everyone. I can't quite remember the rest of the cast, but all of them do good. Mainly just, of course, Albert Brooks. He was in Drive last year, which was a fantastic film. I really like Albert Brooks. And Ellen DeGeneres is just hilarious. Anyway, so Nemo gets a little upset because his father, you know, he's very overprotective. I mean, you don't blame Marlon for being overprotective, of course not, because, you know, he loses his wife and everything. So you understand why he's overprotective, but Nemo doesn't. And of course, it's a little relatable when you get mad at your parents, but they're really just trying to protect you. So Nemo is gone, and then Marlon goes off to save him, and there he meets Dory, of course, played by Ellen DeGeneres, who is a hilarious character. Finding Nemo is one of my favorite Pixar movies, and I hadn't seen this movie in forever. I hadn't seen it since I was like 6 years old, and it holds up perfectly. This is one of my favorite Pixar movies. My top 5 are Finding Nemo, Up, Monsters, Inc., The Incredibles, and the Toy Story movies. Got that out of the way, now let's talk about what makes this movie great. First of all, the relationship between Marlon and Dory. It's fantastic. Their banter is just hilarious, and there's a lot of thrills in this movie. I mean, these underwater creatures, you know, that attack them like the sharks. It's just all goofy and funny. It's all just great, you know. The kids will love it, and the adults will be in for the ride just as much. Did that really make sense? They'll be in for the ride just as much. I think you get what I'm trying to say. There is tons of suspense in this movie. There's so many scenes where you're just like, oh, is he gonna make it? 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 Sometimes they even throw you for a loop. It's all great. Now, while Marlon and Dory are going off to find Nemo, Nemo gets caught in a fishbowl, and there he is hanging out with a lot of great characters that I thought were just great. Mainly Finn, played by, I believe, no, Gil is his name, played by Willem Dafoe, and Willem Dafoe is just, he's Willem Dafoe, what can you say? He was in Platoon, Spider-Man, Daybreakers. Well, a lot of people don't like Daybreakers, but I liked it. Yeah, everyone there is great. I like the starfish. I don't remember who plays it, though. John Lasseter's in the movie. John Lasseter has a small role. One thing that always stood out to me was those fish, those birds. The ones that go, mine, 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 mine. Okay, they didn't yell like that. It was just trying to be funny. I'm sorry. But yeah, there's this dentist, and then he has a niece that is going to get a fish, but apparently this girl isn't so friendly, so they try to get Nemo out there, and basically, movie goes on from there. Again, tons of suspense, lots of thrills, and the ending, like a lot of other Pixar movies, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of teared up a little bit. This is definitely a movie that you can go see with your dad, because the ending is just very emotional. I'm not going to tell you what happens because this is a spoiler-free review, but it will bring a tear to your eye because, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm not spoiling it if you haven't seen this movie yet, because, you know, it's either they don't get together and it's sad, or they do get together and it's feel good. I'm not going to tell you, but you need to see this movie. And how was the 3D? Well, the 3D was actually okay. It was just in my theater. Sometimes I hear that the 3D was actually really good. Some places, other places not so great. I'm just not a big fan of 3D, so I guess I couldn't really give you a good opinion. Also, there was a Toy Story short film in the beginning, and I love Toy Story. Toy Story's awesome. And a lot of the short films that have been coming out lately have been fun to watch, and this was Party Stars Rex. Very entertaining. I had a blast with it. So definitely see this movie. Not in the theater, like pay $10 for a ticket. Go see it at Matinee. I feel like that's a better price, just in case you're not a big fan of 3D. If you don't care, if you like 3D, you can go see it whenever, but I recommend seeing it at Matinee so you can get a better price and then you get a great deal. But whatever, I'm just blabbering on. So Finding Nemo is a heartwarming tale for the whole family and has incredible visuals, acting, and all of the above, and it gets 5 out of 5 stars. So if you like this review, you can subscribe to my channel. Do it, please. I'd appreciate it very much because, well, I'll get more popular. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.